What's up, folks? Today we're going to go back in time to 1987. Well, sorta. Today I bring you Predator Hunting Grounds, the next project by Illfonics, the company who brought us Friday the 13th, and some other stuff that doesn't fucking matter. It's always nice to see the Predator getting some attention other than in films, seeing that as Illfonics says this was their dream project, they must have handled it with care, right? Well, I'm about to tell you if it's worth the $40 price tag. My name is Tanner, and this is For Your Money, a different kind of review. You want a story, right? This is like Friday the 13th. Everything surrounding the world of Predator Hunting Grounds is found in lore, your knowledge of the films, and what you read in the general gameplay section of the extras menu. After the Stargazer incident from 2018, the program was shut down and ALF took over. Angry ex-agents that were a part of Stargazer stole information and technology and formed a black market. That's where your fire team comes in to see what exactly is happening. Your main goal is to disrupt their black market and steal information with the Predator not even being a thought. Sometimes when you see the creature, base of operations will tell you to keep moving because you wouldn't believe them if they told you what was out there. Interesting to say the least. This game is not story heavy, it's not a part of the game's formula. Really, a lot of this is just film knowledge, but yet it's still an interesting approach. Predator Hunting Grounds is an online experience with a 4v1 playstyle. 4 soldiers and 1 predator. So first is a soldier, and before I get into this, I want to comment that the entire idea of this game is one big failsafe with an issue that occurred in Friday the 13th a lot. If you play as a soldier, you go to complete a mission with the predator not even being an objective until it shows itself. With that being said, the predator could leave the match and the game still goes on, seeing that you still have a mission to complete. There are AI soldiers you fight, so you have things to do, and you still get a good amount of XP. It's a failsafe because in Friday, the Jason player would leave if they couldn't get a kill. That results in match over, whereas this, you still have a mission to complete. As the soldiers, you vote where you and your team are deployed on the map. You go in with the intent on completing a mission such as finding weapons, experiments, hacking stuff, and blowing shit up. Every mission involves multiple steps, some less than others, but all last a good while. Once you've completed all objectives, you'll go to the exfil point for extraction. Now, depending on how the person controlling the predator plays, you will most likely be fighting AI for a good majority of the matches you play. As for the AI in this game, now I didn't think this was possible, but they are 100% dumber than those you'll find in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. On a scale of 1 to 10, the AI in this game are about a Bluto. They will run right past you, you will shoot them in camps, and the guy 10 feet away didn't hear your shotgun explode his buddy's head off. And another issue with the AI is they will spawn right in front of you. You open a door, walk in, they spawn right on top of you. This will also happen in the jungle as well. The lack of time spent on how the AI act in this world is a bummer. I mean, really, there's no challenge from them, making the Predator the only worry throughout the whole match. And as I said, the Predator isn't even an objective until it shows itself. Once it does, that's where things get complicated. Depending on how the player uses the Predator determines what happens next. If the player is a stalker, then you're just going to continue with your mission until they decide to attack. If they decide to rush you, then I hope your fire team is together because it's going to take all of you to kill it. Your fire team and the Predator spawn on separate ends of the map, resulting in it having to find you based off of how much sound you make or dumb luck. Silence is the best approach to a successful match. I say that, but yeah, I was guns a-blazing 24/7. Now, being silent isn't hard at all, but as I said about the AI, there's just no point. You have customization options that I'll go over later, but your guns can have silencers. You also have a knife that's one slice kill to anyone except the heavily armored, as well as you can use the ground below you practically anywhere to cover yourself in mud so the Predator can't see a heat signature. So they gave you options. There are a couple ways to win a match. The obvious being complete your objectives and extract. The others consist of killing the Predator. Once you kill the Predator, it can arm a bomb, as seen in every single movie, and you can either run or defuse it. Running is way easier, yes, and you do still win. Defusing, on the other hand, is more rewarding, but it will have you sweating bullets. When the player arms the bomb on the wrist computer, there's a row of alien symbols on the bottom, and you have to match them in order to defuse it. And what's difficult is every symbol has multiple variations that differ with just one line, and if you mess up, that timer goes down, and honestly, there's no room for error unless you're Speedy Gonzalez with the controller or keyboard. So if you do defuse it, ALF will take jurisdiction of the mission, and you have to defend the body. The body has a condition meter. The better the body, the better the XP and money rewarded to you at the end of the match. What if instead of the Predator dying, someone in your fire team dies? Now, if you've played Friday the 13th, you remember Tommy Jarvis. This game doesn't have an option to call in Arnold, unfortunately, but if you do have dead fireteam members, there is a ham radio that'll be marked for you after they've been dead for a bit, and you can bring them back to life. This is handy as hell. It never hurts to run away from the objective to respawn some teammates. Who knows, there might even be an optional objective near the ham radio, resulting in even more rewards upon your mission's completion. As the Predator, you don't choose where to start, it's just random. Your goal is to hunt the fireteam of 4. To do this, you have to pay close attention to the sounds, such as gunshots and alarms the fireteam sets off for not being silent, or maybe you'll get lucky enough to spot them with your thermal vision. As the Predator, you're going to utilize the mechanic Predcore. You'll climb trees and run on branches to hop from tree to tree. It's the fastest way around the map as well as the fastest way to escape if you get caught in any danger. Now you have different ways to play here. You can stalk the team until they're most vulnerable. That's when you use camo, sit back and learn everything. Great date idea, right? You can rush them, which isn't advised unless you truly become one with the Predator. Because as the Predator, it is not hard to die with a fire line of hardasses shooting you. Or you can toy with them. Make small attacks on them, call out in a human voice, and try to confuse them, as well as kill all the AI around them, and then when you're ready to attack, just go ahead. Everyone's playstyle will be different. The Predator is tough to get accustomed to, so just learn which way is best for you. I've been in matches where the Predator wasn't in sight until evac and then died on purpose so they could arm the bomb and try and kill us all as we're trying to get in the helicopter, and as we're running away the helicopter goes away because it is on a timer. The only way to win the match as the Predator is to kill all the fireteam members. It's hard as hell to be the Predator, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If the fireteam of 4 are always together, then you can just consider the match over. Illfonics needs to balance this shit out. I mean, Jason was practically invincible, but yet I could still have survivors kill me sometimes. Plain and simple, the Predator in this game is at a major disadvantage with a team of 4. You can heal twice with a syringe. You can do it manually or wait until your overshield pops up and then you'll be forced to run away and heal. If you manually heal and use all your syringes, you can then kill hogs found around the map, eat them, and use them as health. That being said, here's my proof of the Predator being underleveled compared to the soldiers. It takes me multiple plasma shots to kill the boar. As a soldier, that boar drops with one shotgun shot. Fucking joke. The key to the Predators are the wrist blades. Those are the weapons you want to use. They will drop soldiers 4 to 7 hits. That makes the other weapons such as the War Club and the Elder Sword almost worthless. Especially when you're considering the hitting mechanic. You swing at someone and suddenly you're hitting the air next to them. The Predator gameplay is underwhelming and unpredictable. I can't tell you how many times I would jump to a tree and then I glitch through it. And how many times fire teams would shoot me once while I was arming a bomb and I died. And that's not supposed to happen because they have to shoot your helmet off and then shoot you. But I've been shot in the back and died instantly. Who knows? I'm not sure Illfonics knows either. There are some good times to be had as a Predator, but you will find more unenjoyable matches than you will great ones, assuming you can even find a damn match. I've waited 20 minutes to play as a Predator. That should not happen. As for customizing, it is a fucking huge part in this game, so I'm going to try and keep it short, but yet detailed just so no one snoozes. You unlock everything from appearance items to weapons. There are plenty of weapons on both sides, so you shouldn't have an issue finding one you like. Weapons can be unlocked through leveling up, whereas appearance items are found in field lockers, or you can buy them with in-game money. Same with field lockers. You can get those by leveling up or in-game money. The customization is hefty. Everything has a camo to it, from Predator skin to their predlocks and masks, or your weapons, grenades, etc. Almost everything is customizable. Here you also unlock different classes for both Predator and soldiers. Each class varies in playstyle. Support has a lot of armor and ammo but doesn't move fast. The Scout Predator moves fast but the health is next to nothing. That's how the classes work in this game. Design of Predator hunting grounds is a love-hate relationship. One minute you're thinking, damn, these sounds and graphics are impressive as hell, and then it happens. The frames drop drastically, affecting your aim, sound glitches, and sometimes interact icons glitch and stay on the screen. It's no surprise this game has a couple dents to buff out, seeing that Friday was the same way upon launch. The Predator relies on the sound to find the squad, so luckily they did a good job on that end, because if that was fucked, then being the Predator would be next to almost impossible. The sound mess up that I encountered was when I played as a soldier and someone shot once, the sound kept going rapidly. They shot again, the sound doubled. Other than that issue, the sound in this game was rather impressive. It's chilling to hear a Predator roar or call out in a human voice and then you realize, no one in my squad said anything. Fix the gunshot bug and the sound design is near perfect. The sounds of you ripping their skulls and their spines out, it's gruesome, but only if it looked as good as it sounded. As far as character design, your soldiers look good, but nothing over the top like the Predator. They put a lot of time into the creature design to ensure it looked as close to the films as possible. For the overall world, the game looks vivid and was made with quality in mind, as well as sticking to where the Predator films came from. Lush green jungle with a nice military set piece here and there. And we can't forget the skin bodies that hang from the trees. Otherwise, this wouldn't be Predator. Now, the problem with a nice world is you want to be able to enjoy it without having stutters in your gameplay. And unfortunately, this game has some major frame rate issues, as I mentioned. Sometimes it's not bad, other times the game becomes unenjoyable, but never is it not noticeable. Now, I can't speak for PC. I was on a PS4 Pro when I reviewed this, and it was still bothersome. And I never mind frames that much, but this shit was annoying. So here's a couple clips of the overall design of the game.
Over here!
Did you see that?
Voodoo, stick to your mission. You wouldn't believe me if I told you what's out there.
Check these coordinates.
Watch the branches. Come on, man! Stay on it! I'm hit! Help me up!
Predator Hunting Grounds is a game with good intentions on being fun and giving us tons of content for the price of $40. And for that price, they gave us 3 maps, ungodly queue times, a good amount of bugs, and unbalanced gameplay. It offers some fun moments, no doubt, but I can count on both hands those moments out of all the hours I've played. Now, I'm going to try and keep tabs on this game and maybe review it later down the road, but as it stands, I only feel comfortable saying this game is worth $15 out of $40. This game is fun, a phenomenal gaming experience for sure, but the fun can easily be distracted by the dents in the gameplay. I hope this game doesn't drop off the face of the earth like Friday the 13th. This game could easily be great if they take their time and patch it up. With that being said though, just don't release a game if it's not polished and ready for enjoyment. A true gamer will wait for the best experience instead of settling for a mediocre one. Now that's all I got, folks. If you like this video, why not subscribe? If you hate it, hit that thumbs down. Till next time, fellas.